Today we are talking about mistakes. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Chloe Somerfield, founder of Soul and Sparkle, and today we're talking about mistakes and we're talking about letting go of the past. Hello everyone, this is Taz. So today I want to talk about mistakes and failure and how we can let go of it and move forward. Because here's the truth, we have an enemy, and if you're tuning in for the first time, I am a believer. I love God with all of my heart, and so a lot of girls I'm talking to are also believers. If you're not, that's fine. You are so welcome here, and you're going to get something out of these videos, I guarantee you. But I'm going to link a lot of stuff to God, faith, the Bible, and so if you don't like that, then you're welcome to leave. But anyway, before I go any further, we have an enemy, and the enemy in your life wants you to feel three things, and this is why letting go of mistakes and getting up is so hard. Three things he wants you to feel. It's doubt, discouragement, and disappointment. And if he can get you to feel one or any three of those things, all of those things, he can take you out, and it can stop you from living a full and powerful and free life, which is what God paid for you to have. He paid for you to have a life of freedom and to grow and to have joy and to experience his peace and his fullness on this earth, not just for when we get to eternity. It's about living and bringing heaven to earth now. And so if the enemy can get you to feel those things, he can take you out. And I think that's sometimes why mistakes hit us so hard, is that we do get overwhelmed with doubt and discouragement and disappointment. And I want to share with you three practical things that you can do to help you overcome those hurdles when a mistake is made or when you feel like a failure, and help propel you forward so you can keep going, you can keep running your race, and you can just keep at it, girl. So number one is mistakes are not optional. That is right. No matter what you do in life, whatever new adventure or project, or even if you are doing something for the 5th, 7th, 23rd time, mistakes are going to happen in your life. It is a normal part of life. Why? Because you're human. I am human. We are human. We are going to make mistakes. It is normal. It is natural. And they are not supposed to hold us down. It says in Proverbs that though a righteous man falls 7 times, he'll get back 8, or something like that. I'm paraphrasing. But they're not meant to disable us. Their mistakes will help us refine. Mistakes will help us grow. They will help us learn. And so with that tip of mistakes are not optional, I want you to shift your mindset to, okay, well, instead of looking at it as like a dead end, think of it as like a platform. Okay, this has happened, so how can I grow from it? How can I learn something from this? What can I take away from this? In what ways have I been challenged or stretched so that I can expand and grow and be ready for the next thing of my life? Because if we look at it as a mistake, we're never gonna jump that hurdle. So that's point number one. Point number two is this. There is a big difference between making a mistake and believing you are a mistake. Okay, I'll say that again. There is a big difference between making a mistake and believing that you are a mistake. Jesus went to the cross to cover everything, not just some things. He covered all sin, all shame, all sickness, all pain. Anything and everything that you've ever done or will do, there is grace now to cover you. He has made a way. And so if you make a mistake, You're not a horrible person. You're not disgusting. You're not dirty. You're not shameful. You can be redeemed from that stuff. You don't have to own that as your identity. You don't have to carry that around as a label. And so I want to encourage you to shift your mindset, shift your perspective on being a mistake versus making a mistake, because anything that tries to tell you that you are a mistake is a lie from the pit of hell, and it needs to get lost. Okay? And so I want you to make a commitment to yourself right here, right now, that you will no longer view yourself like that if that's what you're thinking. That you will notice that mistakes are natural, that they're normal, like we've said, and that you can keep moving forward and you can keep growing and you can keep living life the way that you were created for. Tip number 3 is forgiveness. And it's about forgiving ourselves, because I think that we can hold things against us that God has already put in the past. He's like, I dealt with this ages ago and you're still holding on to that thing that you refuse to let go of. And I think sometimes that's what trips us up the most, is that we can't forgive ourselves for what we've done. And so I have a little exercise for you to help you let go. And it's this. I want you to get out a piece of paper, write down the mistake or whatever you feel failure towards, whatever you feel shame towards. I want you to write that down on the paper. It could be 5 things. It could be one thing. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is that's niggling at you, I want you to write it down, and I want you to hold it in your hand, and I want you to say this declaration over your life, and I'm going to read it out for you. This may be what I've done, but it does not define who I am. I am who God says I am, and He calls me worthy. Now, I want you, after you've said that and you've really allowed yourself to feel it, and you can add more to it. If other words start to come to you, you can even say those things too. But I want you to put a cross through it, like right over it, or rip it up, or do both. Whatever's going to help you emotionally feel like you're cutting that off and you're no longer partnering with those lies, you're no longer agreeing with that shame. I want you to rip it up and toss it away. And from this moment, walk in who God's created you to be, because you are so worthy, my friend. You are destined for glory. You are beautiful and magnificent, and I don't want you to live anything short of that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like it, please subscribe, share it with a friend or 3, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.